Well, we have 3 people, so if you guys would like, we can play some D&D.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Let's see. Did you guys recap, or would you like me to recap?
We were recapping what we thought.
yeah, maybe can you give us a recap just so we didn't miss anything?
Sure. Let's see, towards the end of last game, or the beginning of last game, you guys managed to, let me zoom out here, sync your views, sync client view. You guys explored this room right here, which was an area that looked like a burial tomb. And after you went in for a short spate, Smoke encouraged you to leave after he explored it, I believe. Just seemed like a bad place to be.
Oh yeah.
You guys set off a couple traps, stuff like that.
Including
And-
a quite literal firewall, if memory serves me correctly.
Yes.
Yep.
Then there's this area with a lot of cats that you managed to piss off because for some reason you considered shooting an altar with a crossbow, not defiling it.
Right.
Right. Which was wrong. That was a little defily. You explored a couple of different directions, including a secret door right here. And you found a passageway and a trap marked in purple in the area you're actually in, right here. And it came to a door. This passageway ended in a double bronze door engraved with the face of a jaguar god. And that was where we stopped right before you guys were going to go in there. Now, I will leave it up to you guys. I'm perfectly fine playing. I'm not canceling the game. But if you guys decide you want to wait for something, like if you get to a point where you want to just wait, just let me know. Otherwise, let's just play like normal.
Yep.
So the door has been checked for traps and locks, and it is unlockable, so it's definitely not locked, and there are no traps that you could detect.
If I recall correctly, the room is shrouded in like inky, bloody colored.
Correct.
Light?
That room is shrouded in inky, bloody color, and I'm working on the coloring at the moment. I have a saved coloring. Let's see if it's the right color. It might not be. It is. There we go. In the room ahead, when you opened the door, you felt a rush of warm, fetid, stale air as if this room has not opened in a long time. It is lit with a sanguine glow. On the wall opposite the door are several human skins. There's a cat of 9 tails hanging beside them. To the west of the room, you have it widens out to accommodate a statue. That's the south or down on the map.
Yeah.
The statue towers to the ceiling, and it's an ogre-like figure outfitted in flayed human skins, real skins, not just statued. Adorned with skulls and a gaping mouth wide enough to swallow a horse. It is seated atop a huge basin of red coals, which seem to be giving off the glow. It is more than 10 feet in diameter. Around the statue is a pile of splintered bones, skulls, cracked pates, broken weapons, and in front of the display is a panther, deathly still, facing away from the statue, a actual living panther. To the east, the walls are highly polished, and then they are loosely enclosed an intricate carved well that seems to be illuminated from inside. Beyond the well, mounted on the wall, is a blackened mirror with a richly ornate frame. Directly above the well, and a 25-foot high ceiling, is a 5-foot wide opening directly above the well, as I said, and it can be discerned in the red light, but you can't see up it until you get closer.
Oh, maybe that is. Okay.
That sounds lovely. I'd say we get the hell out of here. That's just me, though.
Looking closer now, maybe the well is some type of teleportation. I don't know, but there's a hole in the ceiling, yeah. So maybe that is the way out. I think we are still underground, yeah. Even after all the walking, I think.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, do we fight the panther?
It is not moving, so no. It looks real, but I think it is what's the term? Stuffed.
Oh. Stuff your animal?
Oh, we don't. No. But I just said maybe. Why don't you go in and see it, Dronga? Just go see it. You know, you big strong. Something bad happened, you handle. We help you. You know.
Sounds reasonable. Yeah, oh, it's okay. Yeah, alright. Walk up, poke my head in, and step right there.
When you step inside, you notice the panther begins moving
Oh, of course it does.
in a not in an incredibly aggressive manner. It starts stalking along this way, sniffing, almost as if trying to detect something. It doesn't seem to react to you or even be aware of your existence. As it moves, it walks back to its position after apparently not detecting anything and resumes its position there. After essentially scouting the room, it seemed its activation was very much triggered almost perfectly on time with your foot hitting that tile in the room.
The kitty is done looking around the room, so if you want to follow me, you can.
Hey, wait. Maybe somebody, not me, somebody else go in next, yes? And if the panther moves, wait for it to provide an opportune moment, and we just kill it, yes? Kill it, no more problem, potential, yes?
I can do that.
Spirit, you think maybe you go next, and if the panther moves when you go in, then you, when it gets between you and Dronga, strike, yes?
Well, if I must. I don't feel comfortable attacking a fellow feline, but if I have to.
The panther does not seem to react when a second person enters the room.
Well, I will just go ahead and stand sentinel here, I guess.
Okay,
I like mashed potatoes.
so Dronga will look over the well to see what's down, and then look up to see what is up.
The well is seemingly full of liquid light, a fluid that seems to flow like oil. The tunnel the ceiling's 25 feet above you, and the tunnel just leads straight up, and that's all you can see. There seems to be just a tunnel. It doesn't have anything that you can tell at the top. It does have a ceiling maybe 20 feet above that 25 feet, but it can't tell if it's just a straight tunnel or what's at the top.
Yeah, fuck it, she'd do it. She's gonna stick her hand or like her finger in the liquidy light and like do one of those like
Check its viscosity.
Yeah, one of those things like stick her finger in and then like move it around between her finger and her thumb.
It's very thick and at the same time light. It doesn't seem to have very much weight. When you stick your finger in, it sticks to your finger. And you kind of roll it around, and it just seems to be a lightweight but viscous material.
Is my fingers light? Like giving off light now?
It is spreading off light and illumination.
I'll dunk my whole hand in and pull it back out and go, I'm a light torch.
You do notice that the liquid is kind of spreading very slowly along your finger and your thumb.
Whoops. Spirit, it won't come off.
Alright.
It's spreading.
Do I have anything that I could use to maybe see about washing that off? Give me a second. Do I have like a water skin or anything with me? Yes, I do. I will take my water skin and I'll see if I can't try washing that off.
So when you pour water on it, it washes off and falls to the ground. And as it does, it starts to slowly slide back towards the well as if it's returning to the well.
Weird. That's a bit strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't touch that.
Yeah. No, I think I get that now.
Maybe you should jump in.
No.
Like, well, maybe when it encompasses your body, makes you like lift up above. Yes.
Or if it keeps returning to the well, it might drown you. Pull you in.
That would be a very strange trap, though, no? Yeah, maybe, yes.
I enjoy breathing the air, not liquid, so
Well, of course, yes.
I'm going to say no on. What do I see on the wall here? There's like that little like
That is
mirror.
a black mirror.
I poke it. Anything?
1 second. The mirror doesn't seem to react to being poked. It just seems to be a standard mirror.
Tyler has a theory, but Dronga would not.
Make a roll. I'm sorry.
So far.
Make a roll.
Yeah, okay, I guess. Would Dronga like think that maybe the black mirror has something to do with the oil of light?
It's definitely possible. I mean, anything you want Dronga to go with, I will leave it to your discretion.
You have another one.
Ooh, insight is 8. Okay, 14.
I'm sorry, I missed part of that. Can you say that again?
So I was just thinking, like, what with that insight, would I be able to like piece together that the light oil stuff in the well and the black mirror have some like compatibility or work together of some sort?
It's possible. You're not sure if it's intended as a interaction or they are just different collections. There don't seem to be any, with that check, obvious connections between the two.
Yeah, here I don't know what this could be.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Hi.
I'll walk up to the well. And do I still have?
So I just signed up for the
Let's take one of my crossbow bolts, dip it into the well,
Mm-hmm.
and then walk over to the mirror and like try and touch the crossbow bolt now covered in the light mixture onto the mirror and see what happens.
When you stick your crossbow bolt in the liquid light as it is, it does not stick to the bolt at all. It goes in clean, it comes out clean.
Oh,
But it stuck to my hand.
maybe take your hand, put it in, then touch your mirror, and then we wash off after. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I'll stick my hand in the thing, cover my hand in the liquid, and then go and
You're breaking up just a hair, but I understood you stuck your hand in and then touched the mirror.
yeah.
When you do that, the liquid hits the mirror and sticks to the mirror and stays on the mirror.
Interesting.
They cover mirror. Yeah. Just go, cover whole mirror.
Cover the whole thing.
Yes,
All right.
I'm sure that will work.
I'll spread it around.
I don't know what it will do, but I think it will work.
So yeah, we can totally hear Tasha in the background too.
When the mirror becomes completely covered, it opens almost like a chest, and inside is a small ivory cube.
Ivory cube. Is any of the like stuff on my hand still, or is it all on the mirror now?
It's all on the mirror.
Cool. So I'll pick up the ivory cube, and I'll like check it out. Got any like latches or?
Give me a perception check, please. Or I mean, investigation.
No. Ooh.
You find that there are 2 plugs on either side, very small raises that can be depressed.
Click them both.
When you push them both, the center of the cube slides out, and it is a small box. Inside is a silver and aquamarine necklace, as well as a parchment pack that's kind of folded up and contains 3 doses, I suppose would be the best way, of Dust of Disappearance.
Ooh. Okay.
I am going to add that to your party sheet.
Dronga, what did you find?
Well, I found a necklace, very pretty, and 3 doses of the disappearance dust.
Oh
And,
yes.
That can be
parchment.
very useful.
Parchment that I didn't read there, and I'll throw the parchment over at.
Well, hold on. Was the parchment wrapped around the doses, or?
Oh, I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So then.
It was essentially just a folded up parchment designed to hold the dust, so it wasn't just free flowing dust.
Gotcha.
Hey, maybe I should take dust, seeing as I am the sneaky one. Yes.
Sounds reasonable. Toss it.
Thank you.
And as you toss it, all 3 torches blow off at once. But no, I'm kidding.
Ah!
You guys can keep going. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
All right.
I think he'll shift or something to bring them all over. Maybe we should get Kosjurkis to check out the necklace and see. Who knows? Yes,
Yeah,
could be very nice.
Yeah, I'd hate to think that we'd pick that up and took it with us, only to have like some sort of curse befall us. Wouldn't be very pleasant for any of us, I would think.
No, no. I suppose we do have a history with this, don't we?
You've accidentally been cursed because of pretty jewelry?
Kind of. How did you get the mummy rat spirit? I can't really remember exactly.
Memory kind of fails me here, but if I think back correctly, I would believe it's because we were in a tomb not entirely unlike this one, and someone had the brilliant idea to disturb a tomb that that had a mummy in it, and proceeded to attack us.
So, not jewelry related.
I think the mummy had something that we took, and that made the mummy angry, and then, yeah.
That sounds about
Was
right.
I don't remember if it was jewelry or I feel like. Wait, yes,
It had something, not necessarily jewel.
A ring of fire. Rolen, he's over there, yes, but
Yes.
Rolen has a ring of fire resistance, and it makes him less burnable, I guess, or whatever.
The mummy had something, I know that much.
Well,
Regardless of what it had, point is we pissed it off.
Yeah. My worry is that now that we've got this stuff, the cat will be looking for it.
No. And if it does, we kill it, no problem.
You're okay killing your cousin?
First of all, do not judge a pussy by its fur, yes?
I'm just saying, it's a feline resemblance.
Yes, I do not think it, first of all, it is my relative. Second of all, I'm pretty sure it is bad pussy. Third of all, I don't even think it is real.
It was moving around.
I know, but like, I feel like it is a magical design or something, because like, no one has been here a very long time, yes? You're telling me it's been in there? I think there is something fishy neutral about it, yes?
Just saying. Sounds a bit fishy.
Exactly, yes. But that's why I have no problem killing it, yes?
Sure. Alright. Well, guess if we're done here, then check out the secret door.
I think you should go check out the weird statue first.
You want me to go up to the ogre just because?
No, it could have something ouch. It could have something magical or good.
Yeah, I mean, alright.
Dupe indeed.
And now we wait.
Can we assume the others made their way over here?
I would assume so.
Oh.
Can't them because they're not yours.
I can't. Oh, yes, I can.
What the fuck?
Ah. Oh.
Dang it. The map.
Your map. Yeah, so I say we check for that first, and then maybe go check a secret passageway, and get the fuck out of here.
Aren't you looking down here?
Yes, Dawnbringer, yes, but as I said, unfortunately, finish your cough. It's okay. Yes. Unfortunately, when I check the room with the flamey wall,
sorry about that.
Dawnbringer was there, I believe, but no longer.
All right, you have my undivided attention. Tasha fucking brought me a goddamn cupcake.
Oh,
Very nice.
I'm trying to get down to the bottom of my healthy weight instead of the top of my healthy weight. She's not helping.
Cupcakes are worth. Just do a couple rounds.
I ran for 30 minutes and then she brought me a cupcake, so canceled that the fuck out, bitch.
That's why I exercise, so I can eat them.
Swear to God. All right. I don't want to deny you with music anymore, so here's your peaceful, relaxing music for the Azcan Temple.
Okay. So basically, we were just chit chatting, and then I wandered over. They left me, cowards, in the room, and I am now checking out the ogre-like statue.
It is a ogre-like statue. The unusualness is it is huge, and it seems to have a mouth that is incredibly large. There seem to be skulls and bones and weapons and many a things laying around there. The heat is intense, but you are accustomed to it given your racial heritage.
Okay. What kind of weapons are on the ground? Are they broken or are they in decent shape?
Give me a perception check, please.
Perception?
Oh,
That was the wrong one?
persuasion.
That's close enough.
Up,
Not
up.
the dice roll is still good, just the modifier changes. But
That'd be an 8. That'd be an 18.
Yeah.
as you look through, you notice that most of the weapons are broken or damaged, but there is a mace head that is present that is not seemingly having suffered any damage at all. And it is very nice. And it would need to be fitted with a different wrapping, but the haft is still intact. The entire mace seems to be extremely well made.
Okay. So I'll pick that up and I'll stick it in like a belt loop or something.
Do you want me to put that directly on your sheet, or do you want it into the party sheet? It's
Yeah,
fine with
just
me.
the party sheet because I'll probably get somebody to check it out first. Can I grab one of the skulls and throw it into the ogre's mouth?
You can.
Just curious.
You toss one of the skulls into the ogre's mouth, and it does not do a thing.
Good, good.
It seems to just be a statue.
Okay. So hopefully it won't mind when I do this. I'm gonna run up and jump onto the statue and climb it like a friggin' monkey.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll like stick my head in the mouth and look down to see if there's anything inside. Why is there the skull?
Please roll the dice.
There
Oh.
is nothing inside that you can see.
Ah,
It seems to just be a statue.
alright. I'll hop off and I'll leave. I'll go back this way.
That was ballsy.
Well, I mean, you wanted me to see if there was anything in there, so I checked. That's why I threw the skull in it. Make sure it wouldn't bite my head off.
Yeah, you're good at this. Okay. And you got a good mace, I see.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
or
found
something.
it needs new wrapping, but if anyone wants it, or if it's really cool, magical.
Maybe we should take a moment. Come in, come in. Close the doors behind us. Maybe Kosjurkis, can you take a look at the necklace and the mace and see what you can vibe?
Yes.
I believe he has detect magic as a ritual spell.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he does. See.
He's used it in the past. Yeah.
Does he have detect magic? Yes, he does. So if the mace is magical, the necklace is not.
is magical. Okay. You know what the magic on the mace is?
He does not. He doesn't know exactly what the magic is. He can cast Identify, I think. Does he have Identify? Let's see if he has Identify. So he does have Identify, but that takes. Does he have the pearl? Yes, he does. So he can cast it, but it's not a ritual. He doesn't have it memorized. So, oh, it is a ritual. I apologize. I'm not used to playing the wizard.
Right, me neither.
Change. So he casts Identify on the mace. It is a +2 mace.
Whoa.
Nice.
Hot diggity dog. All right, keep that.
Can you use
Unless anyone else wants it.
I don't think I could use that.
it? Yeah, you keep it. Okay, yeah. Just be careful, yes?
Rolen, you want it?
You know, he's not here with an opinion, so I suppose it's yours.
Cool. Alrighty. And maybe your pretty lady Ophelia can have the necklace.
It's no crown, but I'm sure it'll serve as an effective replacement until such a time as we can procure one.
I put everything on the party sheet, so you guys should be able to just let it sit there till you guys gotta split it up. It's just a nice aquamarine necklace.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, let's
I mean-
get
Diadem. Anyway,
let's get going, yeah? Let's leave.
sounds good to me.
Everyone back over hole.
Leapfrog right over Rolen, just powerful enough to just clear over the hole as well.
Trust me.
Cool. Kick him, Kosjurkis, kick him like a football over. No, I mean, I carry him over.
I'll control their characters in combat. All you guys have to do is keep them tagging along.
Alright. I was about to say, I tried moving Roland's thing for a couple times, and it didn't want to go
We might have
anywhere.
been clicking on it at the same time. I don't know.
That would do it.
So you do have a secret door here and doors on both sides to explore.
Hey, secret door, secret door. What will you do? I think we had to check traps, yes?
You did. There were no traps that you could detect.
I open it.
I will unmask it. It is a long chamber, which has a description working its way down momentarily.
Oh, I did not expect it.
Let's go ahead and get this side unmasked for you because it's only right. All right, so the walls of this passage are magenta in color, and it causes the entire area to have a ghostly hue. About 15 feet from the start, the floor drops away into a pit that fills the hallway ahead. The pit's 25 feet deep, and 8 large spidery bushes with thorny stems, white leaves, and enormous yellow blossoms are at the bottom of pit. Just bushes. 5 feet beyond the edge of the pit is a bronze bar set level with the floor. So it's not above the floor, it's level with the floor. It's embedded in the pit walls to either side. Further out over the pit can be seen other similar bronze bars in 5-foot intervals on the floor by the edge of the pit are broken planks of wood that probably at one point served as a bridge over them.
I could go, or Spirit, if you want to go first. It actually kind of looks like fun. I think you could either run, or maybe you could even like swing from bar to bar.
I was gonna say do some cool monk shit.
Let's say I take a closer look. Is there anything that I might? You said I might be able to like grab onto something above head.
No, I was reiterating that the bars are not above head. They're
Oh,
just flat on the pit. They're actually slightly below the level of the pit so that any
oh,
bridge that had been built on them was flush with the pit.
okay. Hmm.
Yes, if I am eyeballing this correctly too, if one of us could get across, they could take a rope with them. Yes, leave one side here, get across with the other side, and then kind of make a rope for the people to hang on to. Yes.
Might not be a bad idea. Yeah. All right. Well, I will go ahead and I will see about jumping to the first bar here.
All right, acrobatics check, please, to see how you do.
And I guess the same thing would be if I were to go to the second bar here, another acrobatics.
It is, but when you get out there on the first one,
Mm-hmm.
one of those handy dandy plants lobs a thorn at you
Oh, nice.
Oh,
and misses you. It embeds in the wall and it seems to be stone piercing.
I jump immediately back. I'm not dealing with that nonsense.
Acrobatics, please. Easily make it. But those plants seem to be willing to throw those stone piercing thorns at you as you go across. It narrowly missed you.
They say, yeah, I nope the fuck right out of there. I'm. If that thing is able to crack stone, I am not willing to risk taking that something like that to the head.
yeah. I have the plant slaying longsword. Um,
But
oh no. But if someone were to go down and hacky slashy all the plants, or we do not even have to go this way. Like
I mean, if you drop rope, I guess I could go down there, kill the plants, and come back up.
I
it
mean,
could be
hey,
good.
if you want to, I mean, we could probably see about trying to get rid of it.
Does anyone else have a ranged option to maybe say burn all the plants?
I'm sure Kosjurkis has it.
Maybe he could at least start by burning some, and then you could go down and finish the rest.
Yes.
Can't Rolen also, transform into Stetter and like just crawl across the wall as well?
He can. He can turn into a state. I think it's Stetter. I really don't know how they pronounce it. It's the riding spiders that the Duergar have. So I mean, Kosjurkis has many fire spells, and you have lots of options. But do bear in mind there are also two passages to the left and right, whichever you prefer. But this seems to be a more direct route.
Right.
Or why?
like it.
Okay,
And
so we've got.
Rolen change worries me because they shoot at you, yeah? And do you think it was because you touched the bar, or do you think it was like they just saw you or sensed you and shot, you know?
It could be anything. It could be either one. They could have just, sensed my presence and just reacted to that. But it could also be because I landed on the bar. So that's where my option is that if we don't touch the bar, we possibly might be able to bypass that. But you do bring up a good point. It could be that they, even if we just pass over the pit, even if we were like say fly over it, they might notice that we're there and react accordingly.
Yes, if Kosjurkis could explode a fireball, whatever, yes, and just get rid of most, that would be best, I think. And then maybe Dronga, if you want to go down with the weed whacker and whack the weeds, that would be good too.
Let's see what Kosjurkis has. He does have Firebolt. And
No, we need bigger.
Agonizar's Scorcher, which is a
Oh,
fairly, it's pretty high on his spell slots, so it's 2 of 3. But he could drop down there and hit all of them in a line.
could
It's a 30-foot line, so he
Yeah.
could drop down and just shoot a line of fire like that.
Let's say I still got 3 flasks of oil in a tinderbox. I don't know how useful that's going to be.
Flax of oil and tinder.
Oh, how about this? Okay, because I'm worried Kosjurkis going down by himself, yes? And going first even. What if you put oil in, yes?
Okay.
And then we just firebolt or something small first, right? And see how much it catches, yes? Hopefully it at least burns a section where Kosjurkis could then go down ladder and do the rest.
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Or it would spread.
Let's say
Let's find out. Let's start there.
Wonder if
We
we
just-
got any rags or scraps of cloth I can stuff into one of these, make it like a sort of a Molotov cocktail.
Well, the oil is not explosive. It is flammable, but
Yeah.
I do get what you're saying. You could throw it as a splash weapon.
Yeah. That was what I was thinking. Just just kind of hurl it over my shoulder and just kind of like throw it football style into the pit.
Yeah, spike it into the pit, yeah.
So it actually, believe it or not, you're not the first players to think about this. It actually is on the flask of oil thing. You can splash oil in the flask onto a creature, or throw it up to 20 feet. It will shatter on impact, and essentially you make a ranged touch attack, treating the oil as an improvised weapon, which means you don't get proficiency. On a hit, it's covered in oil.
All right.
Nice.
So make a dexterity check was what it would work out to be there.
Yeah, go for it, Spirit. And if you miss, maybe I try. But yeah, go.
All right.
Oh yeah, that plant is stationary, and you hit it.
Cool.
Nice
And
shot.
Kosjurkis with his firebolt. Let's see what he gets here.
Ooh, doggy.
Oh yeah, he burns that first plant.
Does it like ignite the oil doing anything with the rest of the plants?
Oh yeah, it takes substantial damage, and the plant is on fire. It's not spreading; it's just going to where the oil is. But he does have 2 extra flasks of oil, too.
That is true.
Wonder, would he be able to like uncork it and then like throw it so that like it leaves a trail of oil?
He
Or
could
would-
try that. Let's see how high his roll is if he tries it.
Sure. Let me go ahead and stand at the edge here. I'll
Sure.
uncork a thing of file, another oil, and hurl that sucker like a bomb.
Oh yeah, you send it flying, and it manages to catch a few more on fire. And with your other flasks of oil, you can quite easily go ahead and just burn all the plants.
Nice.
I am down to my last flask though, so I think I'm gonna hold off on that just for emergency purposes. So,
Say if Kosjurkis could just like get the last without the
Like with the firebolt?
just a cantrip, right?
What's
Mhm.
a cantrip? Yes.
So
Yeah.
So with that, we can pretty easily call the plants destroyed.
well,
Cool.
Well done. Well done. You are a good group. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Now I'm gonna run and try and jump across.
All right. Give me an acrobatics check, and we'll just do it for the whole area
Oh boy.
to save us time from rolling 20 of them for no reason. You managed to, though barely, run across.
And I guess I forgot to mention this. If I can do it retroactively, like I would have given like the spirit one end of my 50-foot rope.
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about that. I kind of assumed.
I would have ran across with the rest. And it's like when I got to the end, like it would have been pretty taut, I would guess, by the end, right?
Yeah, it's right around 50 feet.
But now it's you have something. So if anybody, I don't know if we can use this as like a guide, try and crawl across.
Anybody going across will get advantage now.
Ah, very
something to hold on
nice.
to.
Alright.
Spirit,
Wow.
maybe you should go last, yes? And that way, if something happens to rope, you could probably still make it.
Alright.
Maybe send Kosjurkis first, the light members first. Do not send Dronga. She is large, yes? Might break rope. So send her last.
Alright.
Well, after you know what I mean.
Not that large.
How much you weigh?
Still small.
You don't ask a woman that.
Yeah. What he said?
Eh, we are talking life and death here, people. We do not need. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So I guess
Alright.
Kosjurkis goes next.
Yep, I'm working on getting his sheet up. Skills, left control for advantage. How about a 24? He easily makes it across with no issues.
Attaboy.
And we'll do Rolen next because his sheet is the next one with his +0 with a 14. And I'll do Ophelia just to get my 3 that I have to do out of the way. She has a +2. She comes out with a natural 20, 22.
Damn.
It is worth noting that only 3 of you, or these 4, can fit over there. So if you guys want to swap somebody out, I have no problem with that. But that door is going to need to be opened.
Maybe when Roland gets across, I'll ask him to hold the line.
Okay.
And then I'll go over to the door and investigate for traps. One moment. We have no more space, yes?
So, like I said, I'm not that large.
No, that's not it. How many traps do I see with an 8?
There are no traps that you can detect, but it is clearly locked.
Time for the master to work, yes? So I'll take out my thieves' tools and jam it in there and just try and fuck it up. Fuck.
You are unsuccessful in picking that lock.
It's a hard one. It is. Can I try again?
You can.
I think at this time, I did not use enough elbow.
And you are still unsuccessful at picking the lock.
Yeah, okay. This is a very difficult lock. I cannot remember. Does someone else have a way of opening a locked door, like a spell or something? I could try maybe again, but I'm afraid my pick is close to getting stuck.
What? You just have the one?
Yeah. But like, does Kosjurkis have a spell? Like knock?
Nope. I'm sorry, I said no. I didn't. It might not have came through.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, he probably has a fireball that could probably you. No, that is a bad idea. Let's not do that.
I'll try once more. Maybe can somebody help me? I don't know.
They cannot.
Yeah.
You are still unsuccessful.
This is not going well. Huh. What's the door made of? Is this another copper door?
It is just a solid bronze door.
Well, I guess I'll just keep trying to unlock it until something stops me, or I can't.
So far, you haven't broke your tools.
There
That'll
we
do
go.
it.
That's a better number. Jeez.
You can damage the tools or anything like that. All right. You unlock the door.
Okay, and then I will just kind of turn to everybody and put a finger up to my lips as if to quiet them. And then I will stealthily, if I may, push open the door. Or peek open the door.
As you push open the door, there is a staircase. It leads up 20 feet to a double set of doors. These doors are different. They seem to be of a completely different type of stonework.
Interesting. Okay. Kind of seeing that, I'll turn back to everybody. I'll be like, let's get everybody come, yes? Let's go. And then I will check first the hallway for trap. Like the stairwell.
Okay. There are no traps that you can detect.
I suddenly just kind of pause and placing my hand against the wall. I was like, wait a second, did anyone hear anything?
No? Let's go, come on.
Okay. I'm like, shake my head and turn to Dronga. I'm like, I'll let you go ahead and head across first. I'll stay here, hold the end of the rope.
Acrobatic.
That's good enough.
Thank God.
That's another map. That's why it doesn't go past that door.
Okay.
All right. And then
So at least
roll.
I make it over. I'll just stick myself.
Sounds good. You want to give me an athletics check?
Me as well?
No, Spirit. He doesn't get advantage because he's bringing the rope, but he
Yeah.
doesn't need it.
That's why I decided to stay behind. I feel
Spirit, well done. That was very talented.
I feel confident in my own abilities to not need a rope.
Oh yes. Okay, I think we're clear. Let's get out of here, yes?
I agree.
So we go into the stairwell leading up.
Okay. At the top is a set of solid stone doors carved in the shape of carved with reliefs of a series of people in robes.
Any signifying markers that we've seen before?
None. It's completely different.
Quick check for traps.
There are no traps that you can detect.
Okay. And does it look like it's a pull door or push door?
It's a push.
Gonna try and stealthily just push it open.
Okay. I'm going to change you to a separate map, but I need to move these 1,500 character sheets out of the way.
Right.
Here are your characters. You can arrange them how you want. The stairway is right there to going down.
The stairway's going down?
No, this area right here is the stairway going down. So the top is the door.
Oh, gotcha.
Just a little, there we go. So put him at the back, Kosjurkis, something like this.
Yeah. So I'm gonna as I push it open, I guess I see this room.
You do. And in that room, you see a stone diorama that stands off to the right, depicting a woman in robes. They appear to be extremely expensive robes. She's surrounded by attendants, slaves, and other trappings of wealth and power. A vista of fantastic floating cities covers the wall to the left of the entrance. Across, you see an empty stone torch sconces. They flank a dusty staircase ascending 20 feet, and there is a calendar seemingly at the top of that staircase. The area seems to have been merged. This area that you are entering is completely different stonework, but the stonework and the stucco and the type of stonework that you have been traveling through seems to have been fused together with this stonework in a non-natural crafting way. Obviously, they wouldn't craft two different types of stonework, whereas the other was more fitted stones and stucco plastered over it. These are incredibly smooth, no chisel marks.
Huh.
The stone is almost magically smooth.
Any light?
Not a single speck of light, not a photon to be found.
Okay. So I will just turn to the group and say, let me scout ahead, yes? I will be invisible of sort. And when the coast is clear, I'll get you, yes? And then I will stealth into the room.
Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything of interest in the room.
Pausing here, is there, I just check and see if I see any traps in and around the stairwell?
There are no traps that you can detect.
Continue all the way up the stairs and then peek around the corner here.
Around the corner is another set of stairs going up, and it resumes its ascent, stopping a couple more landings. But from here, looking up, it goes up about 100 feet.
Okay, I'll start going up.
Okay. To save some map space, there you have the next staircase.
Again, stealthily, I kind of get up to here. What do I see?
So in this room, it seems to be a shrine of sorts. It leads up to the shrine, and where you see dusty tapestries lying scattered across the floor. Friezes on the wall are defaced with deep gouges, making them unrecognizable. An altar of pale gray marble stands gouged and cracked against the north wall.
Do I recognize any of this?
Give me a history check.
Not great.
You can do yours with advantage.
Oh, okay.
I should have said that ahead of time, but I wasn't quite quick enough. You were ready for that check. So you recognize this stonework, and more the friezes than anything tip you off that this is Nethranese stonework.
Oh, interesting. I don't know why that's connected to the place. That's hella strange, but okay. I will move into the room and just because there's 2 closed doors, right?
Correct.
Just quickly check out the shrine over here. See what's over here. I'm not gonna touch it, but just take a look.
The damage to that and in this room seems to be recent. The dust suggests there's not been any tracks. There's not been any movement here in probably centuries. The actual friezes and the shrine tapestries are all damaged beyond recognition. You can't tell anything.
Interesting. Okay. Going over to this door and taking a quick look, seeing if it's got anything going on in terms of traps.
There are no traps that you can detect on that door with a 28.
Is it like a push and pull type of door?
It's a pull.
Let's quietly open her up.
So when you pull the door open, there are 4 stone sarcophagi marking. Let me open this up real quick before I start reading. 4 stone sarcophagi, 1 in each corner. There is a torch sconce there that is seemingly empty, but could have a torch set in there. The lid of each sarcophagi is sculpted very exquisitely to have the image of a robed human in repose.
Close the door. Move over. Check this door for traps.
There are no traps you could detect with a 17.
Open the door quietly.
Believe it or not, it is a short anteroom leading to another door.
Rinse and repeat.
There are no traps that you can detect. Unusual, given what it's attached to.
Check this door. I can just push it open or whatever the
Yep.
this is.
So when you push that open, there are stone blocks standing against the east and west walls, carved in niches. Inside are a dozen canopic jars containing clearly dissected organs. These organs seem to belong to more than one human or humanoid. In the middle of the room rests a wide stone sarcophagi atop a black marble bier. The lid is inlaid with dust-covered mosaics depicting great floating cities high above the landscape. The lid of the sarcophagi looks incredibly, incredibly heavy, but it's made lighter by an ancient spell. You can tell the runes suggest you could lift it alone.
Do I all perceive that? I can make an insight check. I don't know. Like, do I think that this is leading towards getting us out of here? Like, maybe I have to do something with this room, or am I thinking that this is unrelated?
Say that again. I might have misunderstood.
Yeah. So, like, do I think that we're on it, like this is leading outwards? Because like we were going up, and I figured that was good, right, to get out of here.
You're definitely closer to the surface than you were.
Right. So like, there's no doors or anything in this room other than the one I just opened, right?
Correct.
So this sarcophagus. Like, can I make an insight check to try and determine, like, do I think that maybe somehow interacting with the sarcophagus will lead to an exit?
You can try. As far as you can tell, this is a closed room.
What is in the bottom left corner here? Is that just one of the shelves?
That's one of the shelves.
Okay, so I'll close the doors,
Mm-hmm.
and I will go back down to get the party.
Okay.
Get down to the bottom. I'll relay all this information, and then I'll say, the chest or the sarcophagus is interesting, but may be very dangerous because we have a history with this. Yes. I do not know if this is the way out or not. Do we think we should all go up and take a closer look and see what we see, or do we think we should turn right around and try one of the other ways?
Well, if you don't think the way out there, be going back the other path, rest, action.
But we've gone so far up, yes? And like I said, the stairway leading up ahead of us here, it goes a long way up. Like, feels like it is so close. How about this? We go up together, yes, everyone? Yes? And we check both rooms, the ones with the different sarcophagus, yes, and maybe other places. Maybe there's a secret door leading out. Maybe?
Wouldn't hurt to check. Question. That gas that we've been having to deal with, is that anywhere in this room? Like,
It is not.
okay. So, if nothing else, we have a place we can, like, lay down on the floor and rest up for and not have to worry about that freaking miasma.
Spirit, that is a great idea, but at the same time, it's a very bad idea you just had. I am sorry. We do not know if the gas could come more or something else comes. Yes, we need to leave now.
All right then. I wouldn't mind checking these rooms out just to see if there'd be like some sort of a secret door. I mean, we can always
Let's go
turn
up and...
back.
True. Let's go check. Okay. And as we're quietly walking up, I'll just say to Spirit on the way up, I'll be like, and I'll say it in Tabaxi. My friend, I am sorry for the way I spoke to you just then. I'm so disheartened after discovering Dawnbringer is not here. I would like to leave as soon as possible.
I just say no.
All right, let's go.
Just say I pause and I'm like, I don't say anything, but I just kind of shake my head.
What the heck was that? What is weird?
So everybody's going up, yeah?
I say yeah.
I'll erase the lines there. Yeah, I'll stick. The shrine is just as you left it. The only set of footprints are yours.
Maybe you guys could take a look around, yes? Maybe Roland, you're a very perceptive man, yes? Maybe you take a look and just see in this room if anything could be moved, or I don't know, you know?
I will have Roland roll. Go ahead and roll, and I'll use his bonus, which is +7. There is nothing in here that leads you to believe it is anything but what it appears to be.
Okay, I think we check this room next. 4 sarcophagus. Yes, I don't know why or what. But maybe something in here, but let's be careful, yes? Maybe Roland goes first, yes, just to double check with his good eyes.
I am unmasking again for you. There we go.
So if Roland's cool with going in first, I think that's kind of his style. He's been going in first to many things lately.
I haven't heard him object.
That's true too. So he goes in first and just takes a look around.
Okay. He takes a look around, and when he moves in,
Uh-oh.
as he actually steps in, you got just to the door. You didn't actually go too much. He says there is a false line that suggests something in this corner.
Like in the floor?
Yes.
Is it trap related, you think, or?
You'll have to investigate. I mean, your checks are actually higher than his.
Okay, so I'll make a perception check before I touch anything. What am I seeing?
Other than the descriptions of the actual sarcophagi, the area is pretty standard. There doesn't seem to be anything secret, but that whole area over by that sarcophagi is actually very clearly, and as you move in there, seems to be an entire secret area. It's a false floor, if you would.
Oh, like somehow we could get underneath it?
Somehow.
Gonna get down to the torch sconce here and just kind of look at it and see if I'll make a perception check on that. Is there anything going on there?
The torch doesn't seem to be related at all, but
Oh.
it appears when you get closer that it looks like the sarcophagi is built onto rollers, like it could be slid away.
So I will move up and I'll go back to the Dronga. Dronga, we could use your muscles maybe.
All right. I'll show you how it's done.
Oh, please do, yes.
Where-
The other one, yes, not that one.
This one?
No.
This
No,
one?
the other one.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. Which way am I moving it?
Whichever way it feels like it should go, yes? Left, right?
It's an athletics check, and you can try all of them with one check. This other music is very quiet. I'm going to try a separate type of music. Let me know if you can hear. I don't know if my Sirenscape is set up properly because I wasn't really paying attention to it. It's a harpist. Let me know if you hear it. I'll tell you when it starts. You guys can go ahead and the athletics check at your.
We're worried about the. We can hear the harp.
Good. Okay. Throw me an athletics check and we'll see what we got. Oh, yeah. That's more than enough. The entire area, this entire 10-foot square right here, rolls back underneath the wall in that direction. So that whole square rolls underneath the wall, and there is a short 10-foot staircase underneath it.
Am I hearing that voice?
Yes.
I speak up. I'm like.
You can all hear that voice now.
I'll say, thank goodness, I'm not going crazy. Oh.
Yeah, what is that? That is strange, yes?
I think someone's down here. If I mean, I could go first, but I don't think that would be the best course of action.
Hey, what is that?
Oh my god.
That wasn't supposed to go there. You can ignore that.
Oh, I thought I saw something.
It's a token that I was playing with. I'm trying to change the token on something.
My cat eyes deceived. Dronga, let me go first, being rogue, yes?
That's fair enough to me.
I go check, and yes, if I see somebody down there, I come back and get you, okay?
Alright.
As I kind of like, as I'm about to go down, just kind of look at them all and be like, and maybe keep an eye on the other sarcophagi, yes?
Oh, yeah, that might be a good idea.
And then before I step in, I will take a quick looky poo. Do I see any traps leading in there?
There are no traps that you can detect.
Then I shall stealth my way in. And I'm gone.
As you get to the end and you see a false door that slides open, the tomb you see in here has murals decorated with rich pigments, inlays of semi-precious stones. A gilded sarcophagi stands atop a stone bier along the wall. The whole area seems to be extremely richly apportioned.
Quickly gonna, so that's an open door right there, or like just a path, like an opening?
Yes, it was a wall that's opened when you neared it.
That's a trap check, especially at the doorway.
There are no traps that you can detect.
I will step inside. And I'll move up to the sarcophagus. Can I make an investigation check to see if there's any traps on the sarcophagus itself?
You can. The sarcophagus itself has no traps, but as you are searching around, in an unusual experience, you find an invisible box at the foot of the chest right here, or at the foot of the invisible chest at the foot of the sarcophagi.
Oh. Okay, can I open it or is it locked?
As far as you can tell, it is not locked, and you can open it if you want.
Yep.
You can't really search it very well.
Okay. Can I open it and like? Can I open it and like try and stick my hand in to see if there's anything in there?
You can. You pull it open, and when you get it open, roll initiative.
No, it's not an invisible mimic. No.
When you did stick your hand inside, you found your hand just plunged into thousands of coin.
Oh. Start rolling initiative?
Everybody roll initiative.
Nice. All right.
That's
It's not great.
Always fun.
Let's see. Right click. Roll individuals initiative. Roll individuals initiative. There we go. Everybody has initiative. Let me roll these initiatives. For the creatures you are going to be fighting. As you do and open that chest and plunge your hand in, a horrific screech emanates from inside this area, and a ghostly looking woman rises out of the sarcophagi. There you go. And as she lets out a wail, she says, "You have defiled the tomb of Brisus, Nethrane's archmage. You will suffer," and attacks. But before we do that, we're going to take a 5-minute break so everybody can use the restroom.
That's good.
Oh, brilliant. All right. Well.
Alrighty then. PP made. Hole in your ankle? Okay. Hey Ben, you there?
No. I mean, yes.
Are you at that level of monk yet where you can punch things with magic?
Unfortunately, no. That's not looking forward to this fight.
Isn't it level 5?
I think it's like level 6. Yeah, I'm level 5. You get magic ability to your punches at level 6. And level 7 is when you get the really cool dodge mechanic.
Right. This might be a very difficult fight.
Oh. Thanks.
True. You're using combat right off the bat here, yeah? Yeah. Hopefully, because it's magical, we can hit them.
It's times like this I'd wish
All
I
right.
had gone cleric.
One can hope.
Right now is where you multi-class.
Okay, so let's get some battle music for you, gentlemen and lady.
Nah, my Discord
All
seems
right.
to be acting up because I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, here's
No.
something.
Better?
Yeah, we hear it.
Outstanding.
Let's say I still don't,
If-
but that's
Leave
just
the
like,
Discord and go back in.
yeah.
Just literally just drop out and pop back in.
Oh, there we are.
Mouse said it works for him.
Well, there we go.
Why? I don't know why it does that to him, but Discord is a harsh mistress. All right, Spirit. 2 ghosts in robes of ghostly wizards are emerging from those sarcophagi. They seem to be upset about something that has transpired. What that is, we don't know.
Well, I'm going to move up here. And I think, I don't know if I want to attack. I guess I might take a ready to action, so where in case if they do try like moving toward me, I might see if I try to intercept them.
They are very clearly hostile.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to try to see if I can. This is going to be a bad idea. I'm going to try to see if I can punch a ghost. That's
You
a hit.
can.
Okay then. Partly resisted. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit him again. Alright. And then martial arts to attack a 3rd time.
Oh yeah.
Haha, womp womp.
Now your fists are not magic, correct?
No.
Yet. Let's see. The ghost. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Spirit?
Yes.
Okay, just double checking. The Banshee turns to Agile Smoke and opens her mouth fairly loud.
Uh-oh.
And lets out a ear-piercing wail. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
That's just using the con save on my page here, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
And as she wails, it pierces your ears and blood begins to pour from your ears. You drop to 0 hit points and fall unconscious on the floor.
Okay.
She then moves off of her sarcophagi to here. All right, so Kosjurkis with his speed here. I got it. All the happy character sheets pulled up. His speed is 30 feet. He's going to move to here so he can be involved in the battle. Dronga, the ghosts seem to at least partially be resisting physical punches.
I will pull out the mace that's in my belt. And I will move to here. And then
It should. Okay, so on your sheet, where it says mace +2, do you see the symbol? Looks like a little bag to the right of the number 4.
no.
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry. Let me turn the music down.
Right
Yeah,
now, right now it says equipped.
Right now it should say carried. It's a little bag that shows. Now click it and click it till it has a. There you go. That suit of armor will make it appear on your actions tab.
Oh.
That's how you
So-
tell Fantasy Grounds equipment is carried or equipped. So if you don't want like a javelin on your actions tab, you can just change it to carried. It'll disappear.
Alright.
Once it's got the suit of armor, it appears.
Cool. Okay. So I will make an attack, so I guess I have to target him first.
Right. Or yeah, as if you would. Yeah, we can do that.
And then attack with my mace.
That's a hit.
Nice. Okay. So the damage is 1d6. Wow, that is garbage. Extra attack. Do it again. Whoo-wee, that's a nice one. And in.
Nice.
Unlike the fists of Indomitable Spirit, you seem to be doing full damage to these creatures, though they are floating back and forth between the ethereal plane and this. Your mace is hitting them with full force.
Cool.
Anything else?
No, I'm gonna hold on to my.
All right, let's see what Rolen has here. All right, so Rolen has some spells, but I'm pretty sure his main thing is shapeshift. So he has used all of his shapeshifting.
Oh.
No short rest has been taken. He has 2 second level spell slots and cantrips. Let's see what he's got for second level. He has Moonbeam. Moonbeam. Let's see here. Moonbeam is a reasonably powerful spell. Here, let me take a look. But I'm not positive it would be worthwhile. A better replacement from his spell, his current cantrips of Frostbite.
Yeah.
Well, Moonbeam is radiant damage. So I'll give you guys a choice. Cantrips, which include, let's see, Produce Flame or Frostbite, or Moonbeam.
Whatever would be most beneficial to us in this particular situation, I suppose.
I'm gonna let you make that decision.
So if I'm not
Fire, ice, or radiant damage.
I feel like radiant would be good.
Okay. He's gonna move here and cast Moonbeam. And a 5-foot radius area, which he is going to place here since Spirit's having the largest challenge, triggering a saving throw. The creature rolled a 4. Therefore, it takes its damage of 2d10 radiant damage, which hits it full force. And when it hits it, let's see. What is this? That's for him. So he is now maintaining it. So from now on each of his turns, he can move the Moonbeam. The Ghost, on the other hand, number 12 down here by Dronga, turns its horrifying visage on her. As it takes a look at her, it makes a distorted, screeching face, provoking a wisdom saving throw.
Great.
yeah,
And you are frightened.
Get a raise.
good.
And I will apply that to you. What I need you to do is give me a d4, please. You age 4 years,
Oh,
and you are frightened. At the end of your turn, you will repeat that saving throw. In essence, its horrifying visage frightens you and literally scares your life force, drains slightly away as it ages you in the process.
is that what happened to me? Am I like an old husk of a man now?
No, you got hit with a Banshee's Wail. That's
Oh,
different.
Yeah.
And Indomitable Spirit, the ghost facing you, focuses its horrifying visage, making a horrific ethereal face at you, and you resist it. Makes you immune for 24 hours.
Hell yeah!
Neither creature chooses to move. Queen Ophelia moves up
Does
to
it take
here.
any moving damage then?
It takes Moonbeam damage on his turn. So Moonbeam was something in essentially, let's see. I'm going to get this correct. When a creature enters the area for the first time or starts its turn there. So I did some research the last time he used this. You can't use it as a weapon. You can't move it onto somebody. They have to be, you can move it onto them, and then when they start their turn, they take damage. But you can't move it onto them and then they take damage because it moved to them.
Gotcha.
Queen Ophelia can move up to heal, but that is all she can do. Agile Smoke, you failed a death saving throw.
Let's
Which
say.
nobody even knows I'm dying.
That is correct.
Good.
Let's say Kitty tries to unsheath her claws, misses the first attack. Tries again on the second. Nice. And then winds up going ahead to do martial arts again. Actually, hang on. No, I take that back. I'm going to go full on flurry of blows.
A full-on flurry of blows.
Womp womp.
The ghost this time chooses to take its attack of opportunity. It reaches out with its withering touch and misses. By the way, I didn't miss that natural one earlier. He was saving his reaction.
Alright. And a spin kick for the second flurry of blow attack. Just to, like, you try that nonsense with me. Huh. Foot to the job. And that ends my turn.
So I'll hit it right here. The
Right.
Banshee shifts over.
Yeah, because I hit it like 3 times and it didn't skip down.
What I do, and it's up to you guys. If you actually left click and drag that next actor arrow down, I put mine on F1. Then you just got to hit F1 and it goes for you, even no matter where your combat tracker is. Because your hotkeys are keyed to your F keys.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. When you start using the hotkeys at the bottom for things, it changes how easy Fantasy Grounds is.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a little bit it's a little bit tricky for us because when you switch the character sheets, it switches the hotkeys.
Yes,
But
that's different.
That's okay.
So the Banshee floats over, reaches out, and attacks Agile Smoke while he is on the ground. She would get an advantage. I thought I had control push, so we'll see what this second one does. How about a crit?
Oh no. Oh, we just got. Oh no. Oh no.
Sorry.
And with her 40 feet of movement and incorporeal nature, she just floats right through the wall. Kosjurkis, let's see what he has to do with this. Let's see. I'm looking at his spells. I'm not used to playing these characters. Oh, animate dead. He has lots of spell slots. Let's see. Who do you want him targeting? How about that's the first question I have for you.
Maybe the new target, because the Banshee's gonna look more intimidating than the other two, right?
Oh yeah, everybody knows a Banshee. Let's see. I'm trying to give you guys your opinion here. He has quite a few. He has Melf's Acid Arrow, which is a recycling spell. He's going to target the Banshee and Ophelia, and I'll do that if that's okay with you, and I'll upcast it to 3. With a hit on the Banshee, I have a level 3 spell, and that is. Let me make sure I do this correct. I don't want to screw him out of his damage. There we go. 5d4 acid damage, partially resisted, but it cycles every time she takes a hit. As he forms a shimmering green arrow, it stabs into her, and when it does hit her, it stays connected to her and does the damage, and at the end of its next turn, it will do damage again, pumping just one last bit of acid into her.
That's something, anyways.
Indeed.
Okay. I am going to rage because I'm angry that I'm now 4 years older. Okay.
Can she do that?
Yeah, she can rage freely.
Just wasn't sure if I could do that because I was frightened. No, regular rage.
Oh, actually, I forgot you were frightened. No, you cannot rage, but you can move away from the ghost and then do a saving throw.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It's on your sheet. I should have seen it. It's right here where it says where you start. But It will be another wisdom saving throw. If you pass it at the end of your turn, you'll be able to take your next turn.
When she moves, can she use the disengage action, even being afraid?
She can. I'm not positive, but I'm going to allow it.
Okay. So I will disengage then. And then I'll make my wisdom saving throw.
You are
Right.
still frightened. No problem at all. So you will have to stay there until you pass the saving throw. So for now, that's going to be the end of your turn, and you'll do it at the end of your turn. Rolen, I'm going to go ahead and give it another saving throw for Rolen because I did not do it on his turn. Drop the ball on him. And then he's going to take his turn. Let's see what it gets on its turn. I dropped the ball on that one. And it takes, I believe, half damage on Moonbeam. Yep. The ghost takes half the damage there. It is halved, but he still takes the damage. Now, Rolen is not going to move the Moonbeam, but he is going to leave it there and cast Produce Flame, because that's really all he can do now that he's got that active. He is going to focus on the ghost, trying to knock it out. Let me make sure his damage is correct. And level... There we go. His damage is correct. He hits the ghost with a Firebolt, or I'm sorry, a Produce Flame, and then moves to here. This ghost turns to Queen Ophelia and reaches out with a Withering Touch and touches her, draining her life force away with its Withering Touch. A ghost starts its turn there, fails, takes radiant damage, and in a screech bursts into ethereal spectral nothingness.
You're fucked.
Queen Ophelia, although she is not a cleric, has quite a bit of spells. She tends to reserve her spells, but unfortunately she didn't seem to reserve too many. Let's see what she has here. Guiding Bolt looks like her best spell, or Magic Missile.
I'm thinking Guiding Bolt myself.
Yeah, Guiding Bolt would probably be
Guiding
best.
Bolt would probably be best, yeah.
So she releases a Guiding Bolt at level 1 using her last level 1 spell. Hitting him for 14 damage and ringing him in Radiant Light. For the next time he is attacked, he will grant advantage on the next person who attacks him. Indomitable Spirit. The ghost is weakened, but the banshee is making her way over.
Well, I think I'm going to focus on the bigger threat and launch myself with a flying kick at it. Huh.
It's something.
Let's say, yeah. I'll take something over nothing. Launch a second attack. And hit it with another flurry of blows. That's 1. And 2.
Look at that monk just swinging and swinging. Don't you have a magic item or a monk weapon that's magic?
I did, but it got stolen.
Your daggers?
Yeah, the Drowcraft dagger anyway. Yeah.
Oh, I
I
didn't
think,
know this got stolen.
I
Yeah.
think the Starcraft one, dude. I think we do have another dagger at +1 though. I think I saw it in the party sheet.
We do have another dagger +1, but I don't think. Did we say that was magic?
Cause it's +1, but it's naturally magic.
Oh, it is. It is indeed magic, huh? Well, I guess I might take. I might just go ahead and. Oop, I did not mean to do that. I will take that though, and I'll use that my next turn.
The Banshee reaches out with its corrupting touch and tries to touch you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, nice.
When she touches you, you feel a chill run all the way up your shoulder as she drains the life force out of your body.
Oh, burr.
That's the only attack she has, lucky for you.
Oh, brilliant.
She only gets one whale per day.
Thank goodness.
And last but not least, she will take 2d4 acid damage before the end of her turn. And Kosjurkis' Melf's acid arrow vanished as Kosjurkis decides to, let's see, that won't work. So he's going to have to use a level 1 spell, Upcast. I've never used Witch Bolt. Let me read this one. Can he change the targets? Let's see. Okay, so he is going to throw a level 1 Witch Bolt at the ghost, getting advantage. Doing lightning damage, which is resisted partially. And Dronga, a wisdom saving throw, please. That is sufficient to resist. You are no longer frightened. Starting next round, you get your turn back. Yeah, that's the downside of it getting the save at the end of your turn. Rolen moves the moonbeam to here as his action, and then moves up to physically accost the creature. The withering touch of the ghost, it reaches back out and tries to drain the soul out of Queen Ophelia and misses. She dodges slightly before, I think she's out of spells. Yep. All she has left is the, let me mute that. All she has left is cantrips. So she goes with Firebolt with a crit. 4d10. Indomitable.
Let's say I just take the +1 dagger and I swing at it.
And daggers are monk weapons, so you can use it for martial arts too.
Nice. In that case, I will go ahead and do martial arts. Well, I'll do the second attack, I should say, first. And then I will do martial arts. And that does that for me.
All right. The Banshee reaches out and tries to corruptingly touch and misses and simultaneously takes damage from Roland's moonbeam. Saving throw. Failure. All right, Kosjurkis. I'm switching between 3 character sheets. Your patience would be appreciated. And he... See, he can just keep damaging. He doesn't even have to roll again for the ghost with Witch Bolt. On each of your, for the duration, each of your actions, 1d8 automatically. So as long as he doesn't do anything else, he does damage to the ghost, which kills the ghost. And he stays back, hiding as best he can. All right, Dronga.
Oh my goodness. I am gonna rage because I'm furious. Okay. Where is it again? Excuse me, sorry. Abilities.
No, actually.
It'll be on your actions tab,
Okay.
and it should have a button next to it. There we go.
Rage and reckless attack.
No, we're close.
Oh yeah. Can I get to here or?
Yep. Absolutely. You have 25 feet of movement.
Reckless attack. Swinging my mace. Oh, I have to.
I'm getting used to those buttons.
Trying.
It's working. It's all automatic.
Don't know why I did that.
He's reckless.
Oh, right. Just kidding. Okay. There's some damage.
Hey!
And
And that's a dead banshee.
Careful. And I'll just, basically scream out, "Get out of here, you fucking banshee!"
And as she explodes into spectral nothingness with a wail, no, she vanishes.
Once everything settles down, I just lean into the hallway and I call up, Agile?
Cricket, cricket.
And upon hearing nothing, I immediately just barrel up to go investigate.
Okay. When you go down, you find a creature wearing all of Agile's gear, but it's not Agile. It looks like that.
Oh, dear goodness.
Oh no. That is horrifying. So it has all of his gear, and it doesn't look like him anymore?
It does not. It looks like that, and it is pretty obvious to Kosjurkis, Rolen, and Ophelia that it is a doppelganger.
Just out of curiosity, did they happen to just come barreling up with me?
Presumably.
Yeah. Once my rage would have worn off, I would have gone down.
And you can tell that this is not Agile Smoke.
The fuck is this creature?
You hear the same soft feminine voice saying, "I am in the sarcophagus."
Say, is the doppelganger hostile? Is he...
Oh, he's dead.
Okay.
He's all sorts of dead. He actually was killed by the banshee.
Uh-huh. I kind of nudged the body of the doppelganger a bit with my foot. But then when it doesn't react, I just kind of turn to the sarcophagus and then turn to everyone else. And do we?
Is that your friend?
I kind of stop and I'm like, I guess I don't know what happened to him. Was our friend not really our friend all along?
I mean, beats me. I wouldn't know. Did anything seem different to you after like a certain point, or?
No, nothing that ever came out of the ordinary. Spirit just kind of like stumbles over toward the wall and just kind of slumps against it, sitting down.
Go ahead.
There's nothing that indicated anything out of the ordinary. Nothing that suggested that he was untrustworthy.
You think maybe he was down here looking for Dawnbringer, but he was pretending to be a cat like you the entire time?
Maybe.
Fucking dungeon is fucked. I will call out to the rest of the group. Say, you might want to come and see this. Hard to shoot. So I was gonna be basically like ask the same questions of these characters, but they're not here. I mean, I'll check out.
I know Queen Ophelia would be just all sorts of broken up about this.
No.
Rolen would probably be feeling, I don't know, he might be just as lost.
Well, we will be picking up here next time if you guys want to just stop.
Yeah. I know Kosjurkis would just not hesitate to start looting his body, like, just immediately.
Yeah.
Because that's just the sort of thing Kosjurkis would do.
We can just call the game right here and let you guys play next time when they're here.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea because I think it would be best just to kind of conference with the group on where to go from here.
Okay.
So, because just to take a note of what we've got, so we've got a dead Agile Smoke who's apparently not the real Agile Smoke, and since he's not here, he can't stand up. We got an ethereal voice that says that it is underneath the sarcophagus.
Inside
the sarcophagus, which is still sealed shut. So, So our options are ignore the voice, get the hell out of here, or open the sarcophagus and see what other fresh hell awaits us. Assuming there's
Well, we will resume here next game, and I will try to let you guys know as soon as I can when that is.
No worries.
Right. Sounds good to me.
You guys have a good week. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
GG.
Take it easy.
Took us 32 sessions and we finally lost somebody. Hot damn.
Son of a...
Later.